Well, let's see if this is any easier. I don't know if it is or not. All the cameras are working today, so I'm happy about that. I just want to know what is going on. Am I live? I don't know. Oh, there you go. I must be live because it says so. There you go. Well, I'm happy with that. Let's see if I can get chat out.
I don't know.
Oh,
there you go. I must be live.
I'll try my new button out.
There you go. Well, I'm happy with that. See if I can get chat out.
G'day, Steve. How angry? Hi, Alan. G'day. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can get this. As soon as I get used to all these settings, I'll be absolutely right. I've got to change my, there you go, change the speakers over so you're not getting feedback. So that should all be good. We can put that there, we can put that over there, and then I can click that there. And that comes to there. Oh, this is so good. I was going to stream earlier, only I ended up going to Macca's having a coffee. Oh dear. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, and yes, got that. Just some feedback about Echo. Yeah, Echo should be gone now, Steve, I'm hoping. Michael, g'day, how are you? Hang on, let me turn the bandsaw light off. Look at that. Oh! And I'll pick it up because I'll scot myself on it. I've got 3 things I want to do before I get summoned to the kitchen. There you go. Now, I've got this thing here. Does my welcome thing come up or doesn't it? Welcome to, no. Okay, got to do a bit of work on that one. So that doesn't work. And that doesn't appear to be working, so that's something I can work on tomorrow. But that's all good, it doesn't matter. Let me put my apron on so I can be Steve. Oh, because at the moment, oh, not now. I'm good now, but oh, what a frustrating day. I've got my GoPro up and running up here, and because, oh, you got to update your app. So yeah, great, update the app. Guess what? GoPro remote doesn't work. So I spent 2.5 to 3 hours getting it to work. It still doesn't work all that well, but it gives me a quick picture of what I want to see when I'm setting it up. Doesn't look as if I'm any further down the track. I am. From yesterday, oh, g'day Brian, how are you? Good to have you on board. All done. Yep, I knew what that was. I get to watch for at least an hour tonight. Well, almost likely to be streaming for an hour, so you can say you're going to have the whole stream. Angry? Yeah, I played around with this, which I was doing, yesterday. I was showing you. And I can actually, there you go, look at that, see? And that's what I mean about, you get a nice, very pale line along there and along the top. It just breaks it up. I've cut these on the guillotine, which, as I tried to show the other day, I'll see if we can spin that around. There you go. That's the picture frames guillotine. There. Word of warning, if you ever get one of these, don't have your thumb under there when you do that. I did a while ago, took the corner of my thumb right off. I was watching here and I didn't watch here, and I went, oh, it got a bit jammed, so I pushed hard and thought that was funny, and then blood started to come out. And I thought, oh, I think that's a very appropriate time to faint. Anyway, I did that, but ebony being so hard, the corners aren't precise at 45, which I would like. So, what I thought I'd do, I'll quickly grab a shooting board and shoot the angles, and the only shooting board I could find in all this mess was one that's missing the 45-degree angle bizzo, so I thought, well, I might as well cut one of those, if I can work it out. If not, give it a miss, doesn't matter. Also want to show you how to get rings. And this one will go up on YouTube as a standalone video, but how to get ring marks out of furniture. You know those white ones when you've had the wine glass or the beer can sitting on something and the water goes there, you forget about it, or it could be a vase. Then you come back and there's this white ring. Well, I'll show you how to get rid of those in, about 8 seconds. I'm not going to show you in 8 seconds, but it takes about 8 seconds. So I'm just going to clean this up first. What else was I going to show you? Show you that, and what else was it? It was 3 things. Haven't finished installing the inverter yet, so I'll get to that one tomorrow. There was that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, I know. My wife wants a circle cut. So I'll show you how to make a really, really simple circle cutter that you can cut any size circle with, and it's a multi-tool. Bring that up a bit. I've just got to clear this out. It's not quite square enough. There we go, that's what I want. I'm just cleaning that out. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do. I want to see how this GoPro is going to work, so I will attempt to turn it on. And we will see. So then when I get it up to the house and download it, I'll see how it's going. Yeah, as I said, frustrating day. Everyone's coming in. Wait a minute. Where are you talking amongst yourselves? Oh, yeah, and the thing with GoPro, Michael, I didn't quite understand that comment, but you go on there, you can't contact anyone. Oh, it's terrific. They got all this latest stuff, but they don't give you much support for the earlier ones, and I'm not buying a new one. Oh, GoPro ball patch close-up. Yes. Yeah, but Dave John, geez, you mean? I've got it angled that way so you can only see there and you see that part, not the reflective part. Ah, dear. Yeah, we get it from our fathers, apparently. That's how it's passed down. Hey, Red Drum, how you going? Good to have you on board. I'm just going to try this. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on it because I've got other things I want to do. But I'm really enjoying this new found outlet of doing YouTube constantly. It really is quite fun, and it gets the old brain box going, which is good. So now, hang on, that goes there, means that's to there. So that to there. All right, let me get a ruler. At the moment, I can't give you. Oh, I've got another shot here. Look at that. That's the. I'll show you how to get rid of those rings in a minute. But this is just going to have to suffice whilst I work this out. All right. Okay, I'll just go and cut that on the bandsaw roughly. I'm not going to spin the cameras around. Oh, because it's no real biggie. Oh, you mongrel. Or have I? I think I've done that. Have I? If I haven't, I've got to. No, did that. No, I can do that later. So I'll do that later. Here we go. slowly I'm moving stuff around and getting it cleared up, which is going to be good. Okay, I don't know if is that one I want or that one I... Well, it doesn't really matter. So what I'll do, I'll keep that one there. I'll just plane this one down. We'll do something with that veneer as well. And I'll spin this around so you can see me planing in plain sight. Oh. Yeah, Alan, yeah, box making, mate, getting very close to being a reality now. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, what do I want? Oh, I'll try number 6. Here we go. I've got to find my squirt bottle too. I don't know who's nicked my squirt bottle. For those of you who don't know, if you put water in your vise, it grips so much better. Ooh, a bit rugged. There we go. I don't know how square it is. Not that it really matters at this stage for what it's been used for. A bit up on one side, but for the practice, I'll get it square. There you go. Yeah, it's great to be back down here and sort of thinking hand tools and all that sort of business again. So it's good. I'm happy. All right. Perhaps it was this one I should have had. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll use. We'll give this one a bit of a go. Doesn't matter. It's all free, isn't it? Anytime you're digging a hole or planing, hand planing, it's not costing you anything, unless you stuff the job up. Then it might. Yeah, that's looking better. Okay. Ow! That hurt. See? You can't see it because it's covering the microphone up. Oh. So that fits in there, and that angle in there should be 45 degrees. So what I'll do now is get that roughly straight. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight because I can clean that up with a plane, as you'll see very, very shortly. Trusty Lee Nielsen dovetail saw. I just love this saw. I think it's the prettiest saw. And the other one's up in the shed still. There we go. Up in the shed, up in the, where I was building the toilet. So I've got to bring that down. Last part of the toilet build goes up today. It's finished, which I'm happy about. There you go. That fits in there like that. Now what I'm going to do is just run a plane along there, which will square that up, and then I can check for 45, which is what I want to do. What plane to use? Such a choice. Oh, I'll get a 5.5. Where's the hammer? Even left my big hammer up there. My new one, my workshop one. There you go. Now I'm hoping this is sharp. I got to have a sharpening day too one of these days. Very soon, I think. Okay, let's see how we go. All right, that's done. Oh. Now what I can do is, oh, look at that, that's shocking. Number two's getting a bit of rust on it. I have to fix that up very, very quickly. Now, where did I put that box? Here we go. And this is what I'm going to do, is just put these here, hold it right to the edge, and then you just, it doesn't take much to clean it up, but it'll give you a, I can hear just a little bit coming off there, which is all that needed to come off. And these will fit really, really nicely now. Before I did this, I thought, I'll just clean it up with a bit of sandpaper. No, got to do it properly. Okay, let's see if that made a difference when I glue this all together. Oh. Oh, that's what I want. Before, what I could do when I put, no, wrong one. When I was gluing these miters up, where I was sitting I could see light between them, but now I've just touched them up on that shooting board. No light, which is a delight. Wonderful. I'm a happy man. Okay, I'll go on with that tomorrow because I've got to do a little bit more with it. It's disappointing about that. I'll just clean this off here while I'm thinking about it. See if I can find some. I've got to have some here somewhere. All I want's a bit of steel wool. Yeah, stab myself. Here we go. Just ordinary soapy steel wool, a little bit of water. Oh yeah, I mean you could use wet and dry and kerosene or wet and dry and water. It doesn't matter. I might just pour this to bits so I don't get anything else messed up. There we go. There we go. It's unusual that I normally don't get rust happening here. Hey, look at that. Well, wrong one. All come off. So it's good stuff to have. Just a bit of soapy steel wool pads. I can't twist my arm around any more than that. I'll hurt myself. And we're back in business. All right. Apparently now you can get, sometimes that'll rust if you leave it like that, but now you can get stainless steel soap pads and they don't rust. So there's a bit of info for you. It's all back together. What have we got? Let me have a Chin wag. Just had a Hannibal Lecter moment. Oh, did ya? What was that with? Gotta love woolies, that's it. Tell you what, that was what I was going to say. I got a bit there too, so I'll clean that up. I just did my head in trying to work out this GoPro thing. Anyways, when I was finished, I came down here and I tried to get into work, but I was a bit agitated. And Bob was, want to go in, want to stay out, want to go in, didn't know what he wanted. So I thought, oh, that's it, I'll go for a drive. That's when I went into Macca's, have a coffee, and bumped in with a mate of mine in there that makes musical instruments. But that's not what I was going to tell you. What I was going to tell you, I took my little convertible, the MX-5 out, top down, Justin Johnson on his Driving It Down CD, which is really heavy sort of, what do they call it? Rockabilly stuff. And I was as near as I could be to the speed limit, but I just felt good. And then got a caffeine hit, and then came home and thought, that's it, I'll do a bit of a quick stream because I'm in the zone. There we go. All set and ready to rock and roll once more. That's good. Oh, I'm happy with that. All right, I'll show you how to get rid of rings. How many people have had rings on furniture? I'll tell you a story about this. Sad story, well, sad from my point of view. Many, many years ago, when I was doing a lot of restoration, Bob, so Bob, where's Bob then? He's up in the house. The grandkids are having tea, so he's not going to miss out on the possibility of getting a feed. G'day, Ray! Yeah, look, I don't know, Ray. I didn't even put a countdown on. I just, that's it, I'll stream. And that's the sort of way I'll do it. As I said the other day, I'll be stopping doing the Twitch ones in a few weeks, and that one will be a definite. But I just thought, with these quick little videos that I want to do, if I do a stream and then I can do the videos, and then I'm having a chat, doing a live stream, and getting the video shot at the same time, it's good because I have company in the shed, but I don't have to put up with anyone. Or they don't have to put up with me, whichever way you want to look at it. All right, rings. Hit the bell for notifications. Well, either that or hit the subscribe button. Better yet, hit the join button, get the bloopers. Yes, Ray, I got your comment just before I came down. That was a comment on the blooper video. Oh, all right. So, have you ever seen that? Or not the ebony sitting on there. I'm going to keep them. I mean, they're ebony offcuts, and they're about 0.6 of a mil, 0.7. I'll keep those, even though I've got oodles of ebony. It's the sort of stuff you don't throw away. So I'll show you how to do this one. And then we'll go on to cutting the circle and doing some other stuff. Oh! So there are products on the market that you can get that say they remove rings. I've had a go with a couple of them today and they didn't do squat. But I know what does work and I'll show you. So which one do you want me to do first? The big round one or one of the big long ones? Because I'm going to do the whole table. You don't want to tell me. All right. I'll do a square one first and then I'll do the big round one. What do we want? There you go. Get it nice in the... What? No, that's no good. Where am I going? Everything's backwards, have you noticed that? Okay. What you need, believe it or not, Actually, I should do the whole thing, shouldn't I? All right, I'll pretend I'm doing the video, I'm not doing the stream. So if I sound a bit ridiculous, it's because I'm doing the video. Where are we? There we go, okay. G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass. I have got the easiest tip that's going to save you an absolute packet and give you brownie points into the bargain. It is so easy to do, so effective, and yet not many people know how to do it. How many people have had water rings on tables or sideboards or planters where you've had a vase or a wine glass or a can of beer and you leave it there and the condensation sits there, and then when you lift it up it's still a bit wet and you sort of, you know, rub the excess water off on the floor and you come back the next day and there's a white ring underneath it. Very hard to get out. So that's what they look like. Those things there, and I'll show you how to get it out. I've used some products that say they get out water rings or glass stem rings, but I haven't found them as effective as this. What you'll need is a heat gun. Now a good hairdryer might do it, I don't know, but I'm using a heat gun. I've set it on 4 and I'm going to go on slow speed. Now the deal with this is you don't leave it in the one spot for too long or else you'll blister the varnish. But what I'm hoping to achieve is instant results and you're back to a brand new piece of furniture. So let's go over to where the action is. That table, hang on, which way am I pointing? That table, there you go. That table there, I'm confused. It's not hard to get me confused. That table there, and we'll take the rings out. Now that's really good because now I'm not doing it, you see, because oh okay, I know what I can do there. I can do this and then I'll disappear. There we go. So armed with just a heat gun, setting of number 4, turn it on to slow speed. I'll do that again. So there we go. Watermarks, rings, stains, drips. Heat gun set on number 4, which isn't the highest setting. We could use the highest setting, but 4 seems to work. And on slow speed, turn it on. I'll try this a little bit here. If you're unsure, test it on an area you're not going to see. There you go, gone. Actually, I'll pump up the speed a bit, might go a bit quicker. There you go, this big one here. You've got to keep the gun moving at all times or else you'll blister the paint. This poor old table's about 50 years old, so it should really get a restain and a re-coat, which I might do down the track. We might as well finish the whole table off. Don't touch the areas you've just done because they will be very, very hot. And the lucky last one here. Hang on, I've got a bit there. There you go. All done. How easy is that? So that's the tip of the week. How to get rid of water rings or ring stains on furniture. Heat gun. I wouldn't go the top setting. The top setting is about 550 degrees on my heat gun. I think if you go a little bit below that, you minimise the risk of getting any damage, and then you'll end up with a table that has no ring marks on it. All right, I'll catch you later. This is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp and more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself. Don't forget the heat gun and never touch that end because it's very, very hot. And I look forward to having you in the workshop again very, very soon. Bye for now. All right, that was the ad over. I'm back. So, isn't that cool? Isn't that? Oh, well, I'll get the heat gun out. I'll show you something else. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. Let me catch up and chat first. Can you explain why the rings appear in the first place? Sure can. The reason they appear is most finishes are hydroscopic, which means they absorb water. And so when you put something on there that's cold or wet, the finish will actually absorb the water. Then you take it away, too late. The water is already under the finish. And then the top seals up, so the moisture underneath is trapped. So that's basically condensation you see, which is a white ring. What you do there when you heat it, you allow the finish to expand. It heats up the water, which evaporates through the open pores of the finish. And then when you walk away, the finish cools down again and closes over. No moisture underneath it. Hey, there you go, Julia summed the middle. It's a science stream as well. Ah, dear. We can't get that close. They are in raised grains of the wood. We can't get that close. They are in the raised grains. Shouldn't make any difference. If you can't get as close as I did, just turn the heat up. It is magic, Jose. Very, very cool. No, if it's going to give you a ring, it means it's hydroscopic. So if it's hydroscopic, that means this process will work. It'll soften the finish, it'll evaporate, finish. If 2-pack wouldn't, but there again you won't get a ring on 2-pack. So there you go. So if it's porous enough to allow the water to go in, this treatment will work to get it out. Hey Nick, how are you? Lovely for you joining us. Thanks for that. Not a problem, Red Drum. Why is it so? Yeah, oh, and Cadbury's, glass and a half. Why is it so? Olaf, hi, how are you? Oh, listen, while I've got the heat gun out, I'll show you this other one. I've done a video on this before, and I know I've done it many times. It is so cool. I just like doing it, so I'm going to do it. Because I can. Oh, all right. I've got to, where? Where's it? Where's it? Ah. I had it because I thought, oh, I'll leave that there and I'll do that. Oh, there it's on the bench, on the bench. Right, I have to, this is my hide glue supply. I buy it by the 25 kilos. Now, I have to put it in there, so what I can do is, I can bring this other camera over now. I've done that. I've finished that trick. So I'll come over here and I can use that. Oh, I thought I might have had a bigger one, but no problem. You'll still get the idea. Okay, I used to get the glue. I'd try my new shot out now, see if it, oh, look, I'm impressed. Oh, let me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Freeze the camera. Good on you. Oh, I am so over cords. When they come up with cordless webcams, I'll be happy. I'll reactivate that one in a minute. All it is just I'm on an extension lead. And it just... If you pull it, it just disconnects. So I've just got to push it back in, and then I'll just re-whack this one. And it should come good again, which it has. And there it is. Okay. So, this used to be the procedure. And now my television's gone off. There you go. I'm just waiting for me telly to boot up so I can see that you can see what I'm doing. Right, so just grab a handful of hide glue, like that. And okay, granted I could use a bigger funnel, but it just takes so long to push that through the funnel. And I don't want to have an open top jar like that, because when I tip it into smaller containers, it runs everywhere. So this is the answer. Oh no, I quite like that shot. I think we'll keep with that one. And again, ooh, I'll tell you the story of the heat gun in a minute. All right. So now, all I have to do is get my jar, put it in there, fill it up full, put it down there, get an old soft drink bottle, soda bottle, whatever, throw that off, cut it wherever you think's good. Throw that part away. I think the first video I did of this, I hit Bob in the head. Put that over there like that. And here we go. There you go. Look, you can see it from two angles now. Okay, this one I use full heat. And full power. There you go. All done. How cool's that? Hey, I love that. It's my party trick. And then, you know, it's fresh, and when I want to use some, that's all I got to do is unscrew the top, pour out whatever I want, put the top on, and it's watertight, and it's safe. Two videos, there you go. Oh, where are we to now? What does steel wool come from? Steel sheep. No, I don't think you have to steal them. I think you can buy them. It's all right. Oh, dear. I don't know if I like teaching, Red Drum. I like sharing knowledge. Couldn't be a teacher. Sir Steve, your workshop is... Mate, it's tiny compared to what it was yesterday. It's been a mess for a while. He's busy. Oh, thanks, Ray, coming to the rescue. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, we've gone... If you haven't been with us for a while, I've gone a whole new direction. I'm treating YouTube as a full-time thing, so I want to stream 3-4 times a week, 5 times a week. And I endeavour to put up 6 videos a week, plus the streams. So there's going to be all sorts of different stuff. There'll be cool stuff like I just showed you there. There'll be blacksmithing, metalworking, welding, woodworking, as I said, sharpening. I'm going to do some stuff outside. Oh, I've got to replace the fly screens, excuse me, in the house. So I'll come down and do some DIY stuff, how to do fly screens. I might get my grandkids involved with that. At the moment, I'm doing up one of the top sheds because I want to start teaching woodworking again. I specialise in box making, which is what I want to do. And so the benches here are going to get ripped out and moved up there, and I'm going to video a lot of that. So it's all changed, but you're going to be seeing more of me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My wife reckons it's great because I'm never in the house now. I see, Ray, I read your comment. I could have saved myself that. For your situation, could you use something like maybe with a reducer? Oh, no, I don't think so. That's the cheapest and quickest there is. That'll depends what I'm doing. If I'm doing a lot of veneering, well, good on me. If Bob was here, he'd eat that. If I'm doing a lot, and I mean a lot, I might do 3 of these cups in a day. If I'm just doing average glue up sort of work, oh look, I'll get 4 days out of that lot. So it's not really a biggie. You mean how much will the classes cost, Michael? Yeah, I'm still working on that, but if you want to know, drop me an email at admin@woodworkingmasterclass.com.au, and as soon as I get the pricing worked out, I'll let you know. Yeah, look, I'm thinking, I'll prefer not to say on stream. Just drop me an email and I'll let you know. There'll be a lot more than $5 a month, I can tell you that much. That's what it costs to join the channel. Thought I'd get a plug in there. I'm looking, I would like to do 2 days a week, possibly a Wednesday and Saturday. And at the moment I've got a survey on Facebook to see what days suit people, and Wednesdays and Saturdays seem to suit people. And then you can either have half a day or a full day. So initially it was going to be half days, but there's been enough interest for me to seriously consider doing a full day. And then if someone wants to do a half day, and if I can get a half day in the afternoon, I'll take that. All right, what are we going to do now? Oh, I know. We'll cut this circle that the dear little missus wants. She wanted one the other day, 700 round, so I did that for her. And you know what it is, you do a job and then, oh, you're wonderful, you saved it now, can I have another one? So, oh, yeah, right, eh? So, all right. Look at that, see? Who said my workshop wasn't tight? I can walk over to this wall now. I couldn't do that before. Oh, dear, oh dear. All right, so I'm going to cut that stuff up in a little bit if we've got time. What am I going to use? Oh, here we go. A bit of plywood, nothing flash, nothing fancy. Doesn't even have to be that shape. Now Sue would like a circle around 500 mil. So it's not precise, but pretty close to 500 mil, which I'll endeavour to do. So what I've got is just a real stock standard router. It's not a plunge router or any flash like that. And what you do, first of all, you work out what size bit you're going to have in there. And in this case, there you go. I think it's about a 12 mil bit there. It doesn't matter what size bit at all. I'll just measure it, just for argument's sake. And I think it's about 12. It is too, it's 12. So, we take the base plate off. Take the screws out. Now measure from the centre of the hole on your jig. Let's go there for a minute. From the centre of the hole, I've got a centre line down here. Measure 240. If I could find my pencil, there we go. Told you about these pencils, didn't I? Love them. Love them. Just they're real cheap copies of the Staedtler ones, but oh boy, they work. And they've even got sharpeners on them. It's just really cool because I'm going to use that now. Okay. So I measure 250 from the centre of that hole. And that's to there. But bearing in mind now we've got a 12mm. We've got a 12mm bit. This is cool, I like this shot. See? We've got a 12mm bit here, so you're going to have to divide that in half with a 6 and then move that line, you put it 250, which is there, move it out another 6mm, which is half the thickness of that, because you won't be cutting dead centre. Your cut line's going to actually be out here. So if you use that as dead centre and you use this, you'd end up with, what, 500 less 12, whatever that is. So it'd be 490, which most likely would do. It's not that critical. Now, get a little drill and just drill as best you can on the centre line. Just like that, that's it. Oh look, a cordless battery drill. Now we'll put this on here and we just replace these screws. There we go. Make them nice and secure. And that's it. Now I've got to just find a nail. Should have some of them floating around. I used to have a big box of nails for the kids to hammer and waste. Oh, that looks all right. That looks as if it'll do. Get the bit of plywood. Bit here. Oh. Dirt on it. It's been lying around the backyard. Let's get that dirt off. Okay. Now I would like, I don't know if I can, but I might do. I'll lay this underneath it, so then when I actually cut through, I'm not going to cut into my mat or do any damage. Of course, it's always a good thing to make sure that's 500. Just make it. Okay, so that's 540, so that's 270. So we go 270 here, and that can be 300, that can be okay. That should be the centre of what we're going to cut. Now, instead of doing it in one hit, I would suggest you take it slowly and go down gradually. Get that nail. I got all excited. What do I do with the nail? Here it is. Nail that hole you just drilled. Get a knockometer. Oh. Bring it over here. Because I'll just nail that through that. And it doesn't have to be dead centre, but if you can put it pretty close to the centre, you're going to guarantee you're not going to overshoot the mark. So we'll just make sure we're within pretty good range. That seems okay. Run a bit close there, but oh no, we might have to move that over. Oh, of course we will, because I missed it. There we go. Okay, that'll do that bit. That'll do that bit. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of clamps on the other end to hold it in place so it doesn't go all over the joint. We've just lost the camera. Why did we lose the camera? Obviously the mouse has hit something. It's okay, I'll bring it back in a tick. Okay, where are we? Trouble is, where I wanted to get's under that. Hang on, I know what I'll do. I'll go down here and do it on the computer underneath this cabinet. I should be able to get it. There we go. That's it there. I don't know what happened there. That was interesting, wasn't it? Oh well. Doesn't matter. We got it fixed now. Okay. Like a set of eye muffs on. It's going to be a good year, George. Eye muffs. Eye muff and tough. And I'm pleased I'm doing this last. It's going to make such a mess. What I did plan on doing was having one of the kids down here. I'll turn that off. So they could hold a vacuum cleaner. But anyway, here we go. Plug it in. Oh. Oh, make sure it's turned off. There's nothing worse than turning a router on that you didn't know was switched on. drop it down a bit. Bit more. There we go. Grab a bit of 100 grit or something like that. You don't have to, but well, I'm going to do it because I don't want me missus getting splinters. And that will work for any size circle, any size bit, and any circle. There you go. And we'll measure it. Let's see how close I got. I'll even do this. I'll do this on this camera just to show you that I'm not scared. How close are? Look at that. All right. Okay, 510. That's good enough for what she wanted. That is okay. So I'll just undo these things. I'll have a bit of yarn. Then I better go up and show her what I've done. And I'll be in the good books. I'll live to stream another day. And I didn't mind doing that because I knew it was messy, but I've got to clean the shed up anyway, so. But you know, it's the sort of thing if you want to do a tray or if you want to do a wine table, if you want to make a round card table, whatever you want to do. Possibilities are endless. But I think it's a good idea if you have a sacrificial piece underneath. So it didn't get it all the way around, but it just saves your bench from getting gnarled up. Oh dear. Now, has this got any herbs in it? I'll just plug in the vacuum cleaner. Goodness sakes. Cords. Have you ever noticed that you have cords behind your desk or something or other? When you put them in there, they're all in order. You go and have a look in 6 weeks' time, and they're not. They're all tangled up. No one's touched them. They just tangled up. Well, that goes there to there to there. That goes there. There we go. I'm sorry if I got any sawdust on your keyboard or wherever you're watching, but I'm vacuuming it off now. Whoop. There you go. That'll be good enough. That'll get us through the rest of the day. Oh, I've lost chat. Where's chat gone? There it is. Okay, what are we up to? Oh, no. I've been ignoring you. I don't mean to be. I've been sidetracked. The classes will be, I live around Jimboomba area, which is 40 k's south of Brisbane. You heard of Bow Desert? I'm about 25 k's north of Bow Desert. Now what I'll be doing, Red Drum, with some of the projects that I do, I'll be putting in-depth video lessons on the members community of Woodworking Masterclass, and they will be going up, because originally I was going to run an e-workshop and that was about $199 a month, whereas with what YouTube have done and the subscribers I've got, I thought I might as well give the same material to people that join the forum or the channel. And then I'll do live woodworking as well. And we might stream the live woodworking. It all depends on the participants, if they want that to happen or not. Yeah, that's right. See, Ray, I don't need to say anything. You're a champion. See you, Angry, if you haven't already gone by, mate. Catch you later. Adrian, how you going? He's making a mess. Yeah, good on you. Oh, no. See? You got to get up. It's all, we do holy things all the time here. Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say something unkind about the router. I was going to give you a gore warning. Oh, speaking of gore warning, I stabbed myself the other day. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit wussy, but it went in about that far. It is still sore. I was getting something out of the dishwasher, and you'd know what I was talking about, Alan. I had some boning knives that I just sharpened, and the handle went in first, the blade was sticking up, and I was half asleep. And I reached down to get something and boom, skewered myself. Oh, I nearly did passed it out, I did. All right, well, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, I was talking yesterday about, oh, what do you call it? Louis blocks in marquetry. These things here. Oh, where are we on? Yeah, those things. or if you prefer, those things called Louis blocks. And I was going to put them on the inside of a jewellery box, that ebony jewellery box I'm making, but then I thought, I don't know, I might just put diamonds in there. So now I can get to this end of the workshop. I'll cut up a couple of these strips and you can see the beginning of it, and then I'll show you it as I build it over time. So if you've got veneer and you want to cut it at a certain shape or whatever, I still recommend that you mark the upside and the downside. That's the downside there. So just get a pencil and you just go, I'm using a 2B pencil with this. Okay, just like that. Put a pencil mark. Doesn't matter what veneer you're doing, but when you actually cut it and you're working with really, really small bits and you haven't got that luxury of bending it like that to find out which is the up and the downside, that's what you can still see. You can still see the pencil mark on it, so you know that's the downside. See if I can find the angle gizmo that I was using. If not, we're up the creek. Put that there. Here we go. Now, I'm setting these at 60 degrees, but really it doesn't matter. If you're going to do a diamond pattern, providing you keep the same angle, it really doesn't matter too much. So here we go, let's go to that one. I'm liking that shot. That's a good shot. Look at that. Okay, so now this angle's 60 degrees. So I've got that there. I'll just get my knife, which I'll hang up, unlike me to put things away. Don't be rude. I can hear you all sniggering in the background. Just to put an edge on your knife too. It's good. If you've got a bit of wet and dry, this is 600, might be a bit coarse. 800 would be better. And then you just give it a couple of laps like that. When I'm cutting veneer, I also have this edge here sharpened, this edge. So I give that a couple of, what that does, it just really hones the point of the blade. There we go. All right. And again, with veneer, you don't rush it. Just take your time. So I'm just going to caress this. You like that? Caress it. Very gently. This part down here is where your problem's going to be. If you've got too much pressure, you're going to pull that apart and rip it down here. So you can, if you like, do an extra few strokes there before you start. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, you just got to believe that you're going to get through it. Oh, that's my GoPro going off, that's all right. You've only got to do this once to get the angle, and that might take a bit of time. There you go. Okay, now I've got a really nice, crisp, sharp point up there, and you can see where those bits are broken away. So what I want is 19.5mm strips at this angle. So this board, all it is just a piece of old melamine, nothing flash. In fact, it's swollen there with water, so I'll have to get a new one. Then I've got a brass edge along here, and that's just a bit of timber to hold it on. I've got a bit of a cutting mat happening there, doesn't matter which side you have it up, and 2 lengths. Now what I do have, I'm going to sneeze. I hate that when you're going to sneeze and you don't. Oh, here you go, whoops. I've got a huge bag of odds and sods in different sizes, so I can go whatever size, thickness strip of veneer that I want. And these are all different. So that's 24 mil. That one's 1.5 mil. That one's 12 mil. So they're all used for spacers. So what you do, this is 19.5 mil, you plonk that like that. And then you get your veneer. I use it with the downside up. Now that's the side we're going to glue down. And I find that I get when you're cutting with a knife, you cut like that in a V shape. So the widest part of the V is going to be at the back of the blade, which is going to be the top of the veneer. So I'm going to get a narrower piece here, which gives me a better fit. Okay, so now all you do is you push that up all the way to there. This is another ruler that I use. I've explained it many times. That's just 240 grit wet and dry. Now if I had a normal ruler on there, that's what happens, it'll slip. With the wet and dry on there, no way in the world. It holds everything. Okay. So I put that up against this edge here, have my spacer blocks in there, move my straight edge up. You might see better from that end. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, but what I don't want any gap. Jeez, cords, tell ya. Gonna be the death of me. So I don't want any gap here. That's where it butts up against, and then that is the edge I'm going to be cutting. So I want that to be totally square. And you just do what I was just doing. Push down nice and hard. Get that a bit further away. Make sure that this ruler is up against those blocks. And bearing in mind this is ebony, it's as tough as old boots and brittle. You can hear it cutting, but just don't be tempted to push. Just stroke it. It takes 100 strokes, it'll take 100 strokes. There you go. It's one there. So I'm going to do that about, I don't know, 50 times. I'll only do a couple here, or you'll think you're watching paint dry. As you get into it, all of a sudden you get a feel for the timber and what it's going to take, and you'll find you'll be doing them quicker as you go. You can't chat when you're doing it because you've got You've got to concentrate. There's a lot of feedback going on. You're watching it, you're listening to it. You're correcting the pressure that you're putting on the knife, because sometimes you put a lot of pressure on in a certain spot if it's a heavy growth ring. Other times you back it off if you feel it's starting to split. So I don't think it'd go as a spectator sport in the Olympics, but you can see as I get into it, I'm getting faster at it because I'm starting to get a muscle memory for what's required to do it. And then all of a sudden you'll get a really nice timber, and you just won't know what's hit you. It'll just cut so nicely. I've got well, there's 5. There you go. Now the idea is, once you've got enough of them, is that my wife? Oh, I told you. Look, it's coming on up past 7. She's down here to give me a thump. What you can do is then you join them up, which I will do later, and then you cut them again on the diagonal and you get this really nice diamond pattern. You're going to come in and say hi, if you can get over everything. Oh, look, the bosses. Hey, look. Look, see, I'm in the good books. Did you say? Look, do I get brownie points?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll last. It's 510 mil, 10 mil bigger.
Oh, I think I can cope with that.
All right. But Alan and Ray, they were a bit fearful when I was using the router.
Okay. Thank you, darling. I'll use that tomorrow.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Who's saying hi?
Down for a reason.
Well, to hurry me up, that's what you came down here for. Ah, dear. Oh.
I'm making massive amounts of cushions.
She is. She's a pillow lady. Let me see. Where did I get that protractor? I think I actually either got that from Masters when they were going, or Hare and Forbes, I think. Hare and Forbes have it. If you look them up online, they've got branches in Sydney and Brisbane, I think.
Probably.
What did you got there? Is it sore?
Oh. Probably scratched it.
I don't know.
Probably. All right.
Probably. All right. Yeah, that's getting better. Yeah. Kiss it better.
Mwah!
Oh, good.
He stabbed himself.
Get fected now. All right. I'll be up very soon.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Oh. Oh. Ray said good day. Alan said good day. Ah, there, Kathy, Susie. Alan said Kathy's just finished up 400 bags.
50 cushions is bad enough.
So Sue said 50 cushions is bad enough. There we go. Yeah, I think General make them. This, I don't know, is it? No, they didn't even have a. Look, you might, I don't, look, tell you the truth, I might have even got that on eBay for about $5. I don't know. Check them out. Yeah, no, go, don't get a Carbotech. Go, yeah, look, I'm pretty sure I got that online, actually. And it was about $6. No, go to Carbotech if you want. They're good people. Oh, no. Yeah, Chris, I'm pretty sure that's where I got mine from. A streaming platform that might be of interest to you is Mixer. It's great. Oh no! Look, I've tried Mixer, Redrum, and I've been on Twitch. But quite frankly, I just want to stick to YouTube. I don't have to worry about doing restreams or putting new addresses in, and everyone's in the one basket. Those who want to watch me can come to YouTube. If they don't like YouTube, well, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm hard. 2019 is Steve's toughening up. Oh, well, yeah, you get Lee Nelson too, I suppose. He might have him give Anthony a ring. But anyway. Well, that's it. You've seen it. The boss has come down. I've done a few things. Hope you like how to get rid of ring marks. And also, you know how to cut a table. Very inexpensive. You don't need to buy expensive jigs. In fact, if you're going to cut a circle out of a piece of ply, take a bit of the scrap that you're cutting the circle out of before you cut the circle and make that little jam jigger thing there. Oh, and you saw me make a 45 chock for my shooting board. I've got videos up there how I make the shooting board. This one actually came from the Room for Woodwork channel, but seeing that's defunct. Actually, I've changed into a box making channel, so when I start getting into boxes, there'll be a lot of box making stuff up there. But amazing what you can do with hand planes and hand tools and what have you. More on the box making, but if anyone's interested and you want to email me, I'll give you. We'll find Ray will have it up there before I find my keyboard, I reckon. My email address, there's my keyboard. And if you live in the Brisbane area, so I'll give you my Google one. I've got an admin one, but I find, there we go, lower caps, idiot. There you go. Give me an email on that and I can fill you in with, oh, Ray, you good? You good? Oh dear. Yeah, well, either one of those, admin@woodworkingmasterclass.com.au or woodworkingmasterclass@gmail, doesn't matter. So I'm in Jim Boomba, which is, as I said, 40 k's from Brisbane and 60 k's from the Gold Coast. So I guess that's about it. I'll see if I can I might do a stream during the day tomorrow. We'll see how we go. And then I won't stream on Saturday, but I'll put a video up. And then Sunday, I don't know, depends how tired I am after working on Saturday. We will know. But definitely next week. And I'll upload the final conclusion of us building the toilet framework tonight. And then I'll also finish the inverter unboxing and fitting up. I'm not going to film fitting it, but I'll show you how it looks and how it works. I'll upload that one tomorrow night, I think. So there you go. So in the meantime, thanks for everyone. Thanks for Ray. Thanks Alan. Thanks Nick. Thanks Adrian. Thanks Brian. Thanks Redrum. Who else we got? Angry. Oh, Angry's gone to bed. Everyone that's on. I don't know what that does. Oh, and I've got to make more emos too, because we've got 19 members. 19 members of the woodworking channel, and I'm allowed to have, I think it's 10 emails or something, so I've got to go and work on some more, which I'll most likely do on the weekend. So if you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to get some of the videos that don't make it to the mainstream, please hit the join button. It's about $5 US a month, and you get all the bloopers. There'll be other videos that I don't show, and what I have said before, the stream I do with these 3 cameras, but the actual videos that I put, not the excerpts from the stream, but if I do a purpose-made video, I use 4 cameras, which is the one I'm looking into, the one below that, there's one beside me here, and there's an overhead GoPro there, so you get a much better vision of what I'm doing. So that's about it. Thank you so much for your company. It's been great. Look forward to having you soon, and this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp, and more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be kind to each other, and I look forward to having you in the workshop at the bench again very, very soon. Till then, God bless, catch you later. Bye.